what was it like, as a kid, your life? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in New Jersey, and I'm an only child. My parents moved I was originally born in New York and raised in New Jersey, and then moved to Florida probably in 1992, and we've been here since. I'm a registered nurse. I work as a legal nurse, and I also am a master wedding planner. And we founded a charity called The Gift of Life in 2014 after my son was born premature.
And how long have you been living in Windermere now?
I've been in Windermere since 2003.
Okay, and before that you said you lived in New York and New Jersey?
Yes, but actually I moved to Florida. Before that I was in Orlando.
Okay, and why did you choose to live in Windermere?
I wanted to live somewhere where it was more like suburbs and still close to everything, but I was looking for a quieter place to live.
And when were you crowned Mrs Windermere?
In November of this year, and I will be running in the Mrs. Florida pageant in April of 2017. Today we're here, and I believe there's 84 families that we're going to see. We won't get to probably see them all, but we'll see at least 84 babies here. We have about 30 in the Ronald McDonald House over by Winnie Palmer, and then we ship some out of state to people who write to us and say, hey, we're in the NICU, can you help us out?
Interesting. And what else do you do with the organization besides the,
We do admission packages when they're first admitted. We have thermal bags for them to be able to take their breast milk safely into the NICU. And we have discharge packages, and there's just different things inside of them that will provide resources for the families. We also provide emotional support. They call us, they contact us through Facebook. We have an online Facebook group until we can get an office. Once we get an office, then we'll be able to meet with them in person.
And how?
I was afraid to get attached because I didn't know if he was going to make it or not, but the nurses here at Florida Hospital were great. They encouraged me. They said, you just have to have faith. And that's what I did. I had faith that he was going to make it. Of course, I didn't know the long journey afterwards when we got home, but we managed to survive, and we're here. So that's why we help other families, because we've done it and we know what they're feeling. So we can help them and mentor them. The nurses are great, but they don't feel what we feel because they're not in that situation, a lot of them. They see it from a medical aspect. We see it from the real life situation aspect.
I mean, what kind of person were you before Caleb was born? And how has his birth kind of, shaped your life and changed you?
I always had a passion for charity and helping others. But the reality is I was just too busy for everyone. I did my volunteer work, my share of everything, but I just really didn't have much, like my life didn't revolve around volunteering. I worked a little bit with the Brides Against Breast Cancer and charity weddings and thought, okay, this is good. But once Caleb was born, and then I started getting more involved in the neonatal unit, I saw that these families have a great need. It may not be a financial need, it's just an emotional need that they felt just like I did. And when I see them, we served dinner one time at Ronald McDonald House, and I saw a woman walking up to get her dinner, and when I saw her, she was just looking down, and she was sad. And not everyone that's at Ronald McDonald has a baby in the NICU. But I said to her, it's okay. Your baby is going to do well. You just have to have faith. And she looked up with tears in her eyes, and she said to me, how do you know I have a baby? And how do you know that he's going to be well? I said, well, I don't know for sure if he's going to be well, but I know that you have a baby in the NICU. And she wanted to know, how did I know that? And I said, because I can see myself in you. I was you a few years back, and at that time my son was 4, and I said, I'm here now, and that my son is a living proof that miracles do happen. And these kids, they will make it. Sometimes they have challenges and problems after, but they are going to make it. And you just have to be strong, because you're all they have. They don't have anybody else but you. If you as a mom and dad don't fight for them, nobody else is going to be able to. So you have to give that encouragement to that baby and be there, give them that warmth. They do kangaroo care where they put the baby on the mom's chest, and when it's safe, and they're able to, the baby's vital signs just change dramatically, because that's what they need.
What do you tell yourself when you're going through a tough situation, or you see someone else going through a tough situation? What do you tell them?
Keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
That is exactly what I tell them. Keep the faith. If you don't have faith that something is going to happen, it won't happen. It's, you have to be positive and think that no matter what situation you're in, you are going to get through it. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be even perfect how you expect it to be, but you will get through it. Because if you don't get through it, you just won't be living. So you have to get through it. And, we're here to support that through the gift of life. And it's not that we say, hey, get over it or anything like that. No, that's exactly what people on the outside tell you. It's like, hey, you had a baby, get over it. Why are you so down and stuff? But they don't really understand that it's a lot more intricate than that. So, but we always tell them that's our catchphrase, is keep the faith, because you will get through it.